I will tell you that I absolutely hate running. And that's coming from somebody who's built like if Gumby and Frankenstein had a baby. Like, I am built for running, and I hate running. On a treadmill, I should say. I hate running on a treadmill. Why? Because since the dawn of time, running has been designed to get human beings like either away from something very quickly or to something very quickly. And running on a treadmill accomplishes neither. So for me, getting on a treadmill, from the minute I step on the treadmill, I'm immediately like, I'm just like, oh, this sucks. I'm running and I'm not getting anywhere. But I know I have to do it. And I know that sometimes that's the only way I have an opportunity to get out and do and get that exercise. So why is this relevant to stress inoculation? Well, we talk about building grit and building perseverance and or finding that perseverance. One of the things you can do, it's the same way you eat an elephant. You take one bite at a time. So the way I help manage that stress, and I'll tell you, I've done this the same thing in very stressful circumstances. When somebody comes up and says, Linda, I need all this done by tomorrow. I need this report, and I need you to look at all these data points and calculate these things. And you're like, hey, boss, holy, like, whoa. What do? You feel overwhelmed, right? You feel, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Well, it's the same way you eat an elephant. It's the same way I run on a treadmill. And why am I telling you about this? Because it's important to start to condition our brain now. You don't have to wait until you're in that moment of stress to start conditioning your brain to start doing these things and start thinking this way, start shifting the way you approach challenges, not problems, but approach challenges. So for me, when I get on a treadmill, I start running. I can't think about it. If I'm trying to run five miles, I can't start thinking about 5 miles because this little distance meter goes up far too slow for my adult ADD. And I need to get somewhere fast, and just running faster doesn't get it there, right? So what I do is I shift my mindset. I look at small targeted goals. From here, I would probably look at just trying to run until that hits the 1K mark. And then I would run until this hits the 4:30 mark. And then I would run until I hit the distance. And then I would look at the clock up on the wall, and I would see until the second hand comes up. And then I would run until the end of the song plays. So I set these micro goals. In the same way, it's the same psychology behind the way we eat an elephant, right? One bite at a time. But if we start to condition our brain to do that now, when you are in instances of very high stress or just enduring stress, and you go, man, by the end of the month, I got this report due, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm trying to finish school, and I got to coach the kids soccer, and the way you're going to lower that stress and perform better across the board is by just conditioning your brain to start thinking about taking on these tasks one bite at a time. I'll tell you, I do this right now. When I come home from work, we've got to get the kids fed. We've got to help them with homework. I have 3 kids that are 13, 11, and 9. I got to help them with homework. We've got to get to the sports. We've got to get dinner. We've got to get everybody showered and get them ready for bed. And we have all these things. If I walk in the door and I start thinking about, I walk in at 5:30 and it's like, oh my God, 9:30 is never going to get here. We got all this stuff. I'll be overwhelmed. I'll be stressed. I'll perform better. I'll be cranky. If I start thinking about all those things that I have to do from the minute I walk in the door. So what do? I condition my brain to just tackle one task at a time. Let me just get in the door and let's just get homework done. I don't think about anything else. And one of the things, you ever watch any of the specials on BUDS or on SEAL training, what do all the instructors say? Don't worry about the end of the day. If I show up at 4 a.m. and I know I'm going to get my ass kicked for 12 or 15 hours that day, that's when guys ring out. That's when they go, there's no way. I just went for a 4-mile run, and now you're going to beat my butt in this cold water, and then we're going to do this, and that's only just before breakfast. Guys that can't think in terms of small tasks and just getting through this next hurdle, those are the guys that often quit, and it's a great lesson that I was conditioned for years ago, and I'm so blessed to be able to share that lesson. So condition your brain now to take bite-sized goals of a larger piece of a challenge.